What's going on with the goings on, yo? You know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. You feel me? I don't know. This week, I don't know how positive it's gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be a light one. You know what I mean? It might be even lighter than the last week. You feel what I'm saying? I really ain't been in tune on what's going on the young YouTube. You feel me? I've been back and forth for real, for real. Just trying to get the hang of this physical therapy, I imagine. You feel me? Keeping my coordination together so I can be clever. You feel me? Being able to put my cognitive differences together, you know what I'm saying, in a proper manner. Yeah, it's been difficult. Today was kind of rough, I imagine, you know what I mean? It was fatigue more than anything else, you know what I'm talking about? Uh, Yeah, just taking y'all along my journey, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm doing and what I'm not doing, how I'm faring, how I'm not faring, you know what I'm talking about. We gonna do this, that, and the other, you feel me? We can't make one without the other, make it sound good. Plus these playoffs are starting to dwindle down, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get heavy off into my battle rap bag. I imagine they need me over there somewhere clever, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk slick in any weather. So we finna see how stormy it is over there. You know what I'm saying? I heard from one of the Norbs cats. I think it was Norbs. Matter of fact, I heard from Norbs. You know what I'm saying? And I guess due diligence is greatly respected, sir. And you know what I'm saying? No harm, no foul. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You dim some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. To every with every passing day, you know what I'm saying. A flower blooms. You know what I'm talking about. So we ain't gonna frown on none of that. We just gonna keep it moving. I imagine. Um, I ain't gonna dwell on it too long though. Let's get into some of this, and then we gonna get into some of that, and then we gonna get on up out of here, y'all. There ain't much really to talk about. The New York Knicks won. You know what I'm talking about? I guess they going on to the conference finals. Who they gonna battle against? Well, no, they won't go to the conference finals. My apologies. They gonna go to the actual finals. This will be the first time since 1999 that the New York Knicks are in a finals competition. You feel what I'm talking about, for the championship? It would be great for the Knicks to bring something back to Madison Square Garden. It sure ain't been there in a long time. You know what I'm saying? As far as this basketball excellence goes, it's definitely been a cloud over their heads. I'm saying something they could probably vastly remove over if the gods shall allow this year. You know what I'm talking about? We will have the Knickerbockers as the champions. Or will they face a motherfucker like Wembenyama? You know what I'm saying? They ain't got a chance in the water. They got more chance. They got more of a chance going against the Oklahoma City Thunder, because you know what I'm saying, the guard play, and them being able to at least they might not be able to stop the small guard, but they'll be able to stand in front of them because they got a lot of small guards too. But if they go against Wembenyama, everybody bigger than them. You know what I'm talking about? Depends on who you chasing. You feel me? It will be, and this is a great series. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to six, as we can see. You feel me? And yeah, we're gonna win the next two games. We're gonna see tonight for sure. You know what I'm saying? It is a Wembenyama site, okay? The FB dub for sure. We're gonna see if it's rocking tonight. But yeah, the Knicks won. They going to the finals. The score was 130 to 93. Now, the way that the commentators was stating the conversation, it was more or less like, oh, they only down 10, they only down 8. I think they got as much as it being down 5. But that's all it was the whole game. I mean, you can even look at the box score. The box score will tell you that. The OG Ananobly, can't say your name right. And Cat Bronson and Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? They all was in their teens, high teens at that. You feel me? And then when it came to Cleveland, you gotta think it was only 3 people that was really in the box score. You feel me? Far as having points, you know what I'm talking about? And Mitchell did his normal 30. What was sad to me was that James Harden only had like 12 points, bro. You can't have 12 points in the closeout game. You ain't gonna get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? But they did just make that team over the course of like 2-3 months. You feel me? They stifled their bench because they had a lot of defenders and a lot of surrounding cast, and they just all got decimated just to bring James Harden along. You know what I'm saying? And for them to get to the second round, you know what I'm talking about? You know, I ain't saying that that's what they were supposed to get. They were. I'm not saying that they were not supposed to get past the second round. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying that they made it. You feel me? And with a team that was just threw together. Now imagine them having a whole plethora of people together for a full year, and they got money. Brian, I don't know where he going. I want him to go home. You feel me? Man, spend your last 2-3 years at the crib. You feel me? Make you a nice little place, nice little. You know what I'm talking about? Build you something so you can have some generational wealth, and we'll see you after your great grandson want to play. Cause that's what it's gonna take, about 2 or 3 generations before the next person really step up and live beyond their legacy. That's usually how I run. So you know what I'm talking about? We won't be able to see him, Brownie. You know what I'm talking about? Then again, you take care of your body rather well, so you might be able to be about 80, 90 years old and get a chance to see what's going on, but we'll be gone. You know what I mean? Um, I think that's it when it comes to the basketball situation. I'm about to get off into some of this though. So I guess Miss Chanel, Mrs. Dr. Chanel Bryant. I guess she didn't blew up off the internet, so now she wanna be in a bathing suit. You know what I'm talking about? She say, I'm gonna get all the publicity I can get out of this. You feel what I'm talking about? You already tall, then you got a suit on. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Get your money, baby. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. Everybody keep talking about you ain't this and you ain't that. And you a coach over here and you a coach over there. You know what I'm talking about? I guess. I guess it makes sense. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Until somebody come and say you destroyed your home. I mean, what more can you say? She ain't destroyed no home. She made, if anything, she made them better. So how you can't even fault nobody on that tip. You gotta roll with them at this point. Feel me? That's no hand out there, I imagine. We gonna figure it out. Huh? You dig me? Already with the already. I can't even pronounce. I don't even know what's really going on in this certain situation. But I guess Donald Trump wants to give reparations to the January 6th participants. This is a tug of war here and there and everywhere about reparations. I've since this conversation has been going steadily fast and steadily slow, not even talked about wherever it should go. I ain't had too much as 2 cents to say because my saying ain't gonna be what everybody thinking. You feel what I'm saying? And this is just coming from a black man. This is coming from pure. I'm talking. I ain't gonna say because I was able to see my great grandma. I'm gonna say my great great grandma. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to be born in the '80s, so I got a chance to see my 70-year-old granny. You feel me? And wow, by the time I was like 9, she might have been 80. So I was able to be coherent and be around when she was around. By the time she passed away, she was damn near 90. I was like 12. So she had to been at least 80, 90 years old. Look at me. Excuse me. So she had to been of that age. Um, um, and her reparations, they probably wasn't met, but my granny was fortunate enough to not live under that program. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, in so many words, she was a house nigga. So, I can't really talk about the field nigga because I wasn't never really introduced to that type of rhetoric. You feel me? We was in here making shit, defending shit. You know what I mean? And if we really want to dig deep, have a deep dive into who I really am, then you know who I really am, and you know what's going on when it goes on. And like I said, my thing about reparations is this: it was supposed to be it was fought by the people that needed the reparations. You feel me? The other side fought long enough for us to be able to go past the reparations and think of something better. You feel me? I don't really think that a reparation is even good enough at this point anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nigga need more than 40 acres in a mule to survive. And this nigga ain't 40 acres in a mule ain't shit. That's from here to the driveway for real. You know what I'm saying? And then for to give a better view, that's from your porch to your corner. I mean your porch to your curb. Whatever your porch to your curb is, if it's 100 steps to 10 steps. That's about what reparations is for the 40 acres and the mule. What am I gonna do with that? You feel me? And if we gonna chalk it up and it's gonna be this type of times, it's probably a full driveway. You know what I'm saying? A full commercialized driveway. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? One of them driveways that go from about 100 feet wide, 100 feet wide, 100 feet long, 100 feet wide. It's not that big, sir. You feel me? But what black people do, hey, we'll find a means for anything. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you're gonna do with your means. Are you gonna make it profitable for so that everyone be able to see, you know what I'm saying, your prophecy? Or will you deem it closed off and you won't see the package until it's right? You know what I'm saying? the smaller secrets that come with once you get the reparations, are you gonna be able to give people privilege to? Because this is what it boiled down to at the end of the day. Once you get what you good trying to get coming, are you gonna be able to withdraw the rest of the making that we ain't making? Pretty much, because it's cool to get the money. What you gonna do with it once you got it? Are you gonna get the money and just spend it and not worried about? Because that's what you need to focus on. Once you get it, how you gonna have a relationship with your fellow faculty members? Because that's what this is. This is a ploy for us to get more money. Why do you keep wanting the government to take care of you? Is my question. Every time we turn around, we trying to find out a way for uh uh the societies to be able to fit the bill for the people that don't want to fit the bill. And they can't do it at this point. You can put everything in front of you for you to be able to fix the car. They damn near gave you the car. And you don't want to put a spark plug in. You don't want to change the lights. You don't want to do the small shit to keep you to keep you upright. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a tug of war. And it's funny to me that you want some money that you can't attest for. A motherfucker give you reparations, you ain't gonna know how to do anything. You gonna pay for everybody to do everything, and then you gonna be lost. And you probably even be more broke. That ain't even a, a word, a adjective. It ain't a verb. It ain't nothing. You're gonna be worse off than you were before you had the cash. Cause most people gonna get the cash and not know what to do, know where to go. Gonna pay another motherfucker to do it for them. I mean, it'll be a good flow of income coming in between households and families and friends, but you know what I'm saying? Versus a motherfucker getting the reparations, opening up a shop, and teaching millions how to do something. It don't matter what it is, just teach me something. You feel me? So I can teach, and it should be when you teach something here, you better teach something over there, or or you can't get your certificate over here if you can't teach it over there. You know what I mean? Okay, let's say you get your certificate in this, but you really want to teach that. Either way it go, just teach something over there that's gonna teach the masses. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to get it and because that's what it was meant for you to get it and spread it to the next generations. They didn't got it to where you depending on the next motherfuckers to spread your reparations. You think that next person that you help want to help you is gonna help your seed too? You feel me? I'm talking about help you prosper, not help you live. Cause it's easy to help with the means, cause you can cut it off and then to be the end. So it's easy to help with the means. My whole thing is why they helping with the means. You should be teaching the ins and outs of the means, or the why they worry about the your nutrients. You should be worried about what you feeding the plant. Um, if they worried about your pH balance, you should be worried about what you feeding your pH balance. Pretty much, yeah. You know what I mean? If they worry about what's in, you need to be worried about what you putting it in. You know what I mean? All that to say, I don't know about reparations. I don't think we deserve it. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but for real, I give a broke nigga some money. What a broke nigga gonna do? He gonna go buy all that shit he couldn't buy, so he can get unbroke. But if he don't know what to do with none of the shit he just bought, he's still a broke nigga. He just got a bunch of shit. Just saying. So I don't know. I just don't believe reparations is. And then you gotta think. If you thinking like how I'm thinking, you know I'm all seeing, all knowing. You know what I'm talking about? You can't give reparations to a motherfucker who did it to themselves. Like, what am I giving you money? I'm giving you, like, nigga, you did this. Why should I pay you for what you did? And then it's been such what it is that a motherfucker don't even want to get up as a group and be like, nigga, it was us the whole time. You don't want to get up and say no shit like that. You feel me? Because then it's like, damn, this was a hoax? This is buffoonery? So everything that we got going on right now is an act. You know? And your people was part of it. That's why we can't give you no reparations. You was part of the reparation. You was part of the whole thing. How can I pay you for some shit you did? You feel me? But that's nothing no that. That might be it, yo. You know what else I was thinking about reparations too? Like niggas need to, you know what I'm saying, look in the mirror and be like, damn, niggas is voting for these Democrats. But why should I ask for, because the Republicans running to what's going on right now. And we don't let them tell it, we don't, or let the people in the world say, we don't like Republicans, right? So why would I ask a Republican to do something that a Democrat should have been done? And, and basically what I'm saying is, why would I ask my enemy to help me when I ain't asking the motherfucker that should have been helping me the whole time? You know what I mean? Why would I ask a Republican to fix my mirror when it should have been fixed by the Democrats a long time ago? I shouldn't have been looking at myself and voicing my own opinion. But you know, you went with the crabs in the barrel mentality. Well, look, we already pulling each other down. Ain't no sense of me changing it up. And that's what should have been happening. You should have been changing it up. You feel me? Excuse my language. You should have been changing it up. You should have been looking in a different light when it came to shit. But no, you didn't. You figure, hey, I ain't gonna stop it. I'm gonna roll with it. See how long, you know what I'm saying, we stay on this banter about, you know what I'm saying, the world fixing the world. We ain't gonna fix the world. We still talking about um parents finding parents finding their kids unalive and missing. And I can't believe after 20, 30 years, we still talking about kids missing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we still talking about DNA and all these other things that we didn't already found out the answers to. We just refuse to either put the answer out or believe that the answer is true. No, nobody want to believe shit stink. Excuse my language. I don't mean to offend or harm anyone. This is my disclaimer. Yeah. What did he say? When I realized roses really smell like what they really smell like. You feel me? For real, for real. If you really smell a rose and it's at its full bloom, it ain't really especially if you get a bunch of them. Get a dozen roses at its full bloom and you smell it. Real roses though. Now I know roses that preferably roses out the yard for real. I know roses you gonna get from your mom and pop store. You know what I mean? Um, I think that's about it, y'all. We ain't really got much to talk about. We ain't doing much, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, this might be another week where it ain't really much, you know what I'm talking about? What we gonna say? You know what I mean? It's all in the palm of your hands anyway. You just gotta grease them up. You know what I mean? Get a nice texture going and put it on your skin. Make sure you're nice and coated, cause it's gonna be cold out there. For real, for real. But it's the summertime, so you might be able to take a layer back. You feel me? As long as you know what your thing and how thick your skin is, you feel me? You'll be able to peel the layers back. You know what I'm saying? Might even be able to code some of the things that you had hidden. You never know. You know what I'm saying? It's on you to take them type of chances. But yeah, I ain't gonna stay on here too much long. You feel me? You see the light, you know it's real. And with all that being said, as the old saying goes, the smoke's gone, I'm gone.